What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the 2024 tournament season. I am currently sitting at a Cracker Barrel. Oh my god, it's overexposed. And I'm about to drive to North Cove for the first time, get a practice day in today, and then it is time for the Blue Ridge Championship. I'm gonna head to the course, eat some food, and then I will join back up with you for a practice round. Real quick, I just had to stop to show you all the landscape that I've been driving through. Mountainous, windy roads. This river has been running off to mostly my right. Little babbling brook, a lot of small little waterfalls in there. Absolutely gorgeous drive. All right, all checked in, and I can't say that I'm mad about having this as a home for the next few days. Welcome to North Cove, everybody, and welcome to the Gorge Disc Golf Course. Because we're playing this one twice, I'm going to take you all along, show you the layout. I'm also playing blind, so let's see how it goes. Yeah, nice inbound shot. Yeah, I really like that guava here. Alright, this was kind of my wind tester half power shot. And then when I actually threw a real shot, I put it to almost in the bullseye. Everybody knows that you get 2 off the first. That's a birdie. Great start. Alright, hole 2, 390, river to my left. If you remember when the tour was last here, Calvin absolutely blew up the band on this hole. I love it as hole 2. Gets you right into the action. Yeah, it just never really came out. This hole is really interesting, actually. It's a par 4. It's a pretty short par 4 at only 564. And there's this strip of inbounds that runs in front of me. That cart path is OB to the left of it. And to the right of this line of rocks is also OB. So you have to play a placement shot and then a second placement shot. And the second placement shot, you're aiming for the sand bunker all the way over there. So placement shot, and we should get a birdie. I don't really care how far I get, I just care about putting it in bounds, so I'm gonna go forehand spice. That's perfect now. I want to say a peppermint is a little bit too overstable. We'll try this Evan Smith mint. Should be enough disc. The basket is just into the inbounds area, so I went a little bit safe, a little long, about a 25-foot headwind putt. What a funky shaped green. So the basket is there, and then only the sand is inbounds, so it snakes all the way over here. All the way over there is inbounds, but right here is out. Alright, everybody, welcome to hole 5, the par 4 with a tree directly in front of the tee box. I kind of don't hate it though. Really makes you place your feet in the right spot and commit to your line. I'm throwing a salt on hyzer through this right gap, hoping to just crash it into the hillside, kind of a mounded fairway, crash it into the hillside and stick. Still getting used to playing in this warm weather. Stuff's getting sweaty again. Going Lotus, seeing if I can save the birdie anyway. It's a long putt. Hole 7, par 4, salt off the tee. Y'all are just gonna have to take my word that I pitched out to here. It was too rough in there to even think about bringing a camera in. This is a par save right here. I'm going Spice flex shot. There's a lot of small trees up there, so kind of just gonna have to get lucky at the end, but should be able to get a putt no matter what. I think that's really good. Hole 8 is another technical par 4, 584, up a hill. You need to go as far right as possible off the tee to set yourself up for a hyzer backhand second shot. Forehand salt off the tee. Actually gonna commit to the line this time. That branch kept it from going as right as I wanted it to, but that's still very attackable from there. Alright, so the pin's a little bit farther on this hole now that I can see the flag. So I'm just gonna rip a DD3 up the hole, hope I don't find the hazard. I just threw from down there. Pretty good crush. Haven't even seen it yet. It's putting on that basket. That's 11 though. This is what playing blind is all about. We will learn for tomorrow. Just a little long. Alright, so if I had known where I was going, this is the worst spot that I would have ended up putting for birdie. If I was down there, would have thrown a hyzer around this tree. The worst thing is leaving it a little bit inside, catching these trees and falling to here. So, I'm going to try to make a putt, and if I hit it, it's going to be sick, because this is a hard putt. My bad. I want to say that's probably long. Living quite dangerously on this hole. Sometimes that's how you gotta be. Got a birdie putt. If I make it, that's all that matters. Hole 11, 375, dead straight, but the basket is on the top of a mound, and you just gotta place it. You just gotta place it just short. I hope it skips up. Really hoping you're parking this one. You don't want to be left with a putt on a windy green at the top of a hill. Yeah, edge of circle short. That's the shot right there. Well, I tried to run it and it forced me to lay up. Alright, not gonna lie, pretty sick hole here. Par 5, 986 feet. Right beyond where you can see, it drops off drastically. The rest of the fairway is probably 50 feet below where I am right now. Big crush off the tee. There are some bunkers that are hazard, but they're short enough that they shouldn't come into play. There's more of the flip I wanted. Let's go B. Come on. Yeah, that's a putt for sure. Hole 13, no way to see the entire flight because the hole goes straight out this tight gap and then takes a hard left. It's only 300 feet. I'm going to be throwing a mint. Just trying to hit the gap and have a fade. That's the exact line I had in my head, so hopefully it's marked.
Also, it just feels wrong not to take a second to appreciate this green. So pretty. 15 is a par 4, 444 feet. This is almost like a smaller version and mirrored from hole 3. Where I'm teeing from right now is OB. Across that cart path is inbounds on a stretch down there, and then the tree line is OB. It opens up a little bit where the landing zone is. Come on back. Get right. Oh yes, that just came in bounds. Wow, so yeah, that's very tight over there. This is pretty much the perfect position. Tiny green, bigger area to lay up, but this is not around for layups. Yeah, parked it. That's a birdie. Now that we're up here, you can really see how small this green is. Drops off right on this backside, OB rope, and the infamous North Cove River. Let's tap in this birdie. Putting with a camera and a tripod is not ideal. You gotta get it over the river, over the bridge, and then have it put the brakes on. Little island green, going trusty green mint. Oh, right over top. Should be a good look. That's better. All right, hole 17, tough hole here. 445, par 3. The river on the left is pretty close to the basket. Also, the cart path on the right ends up going pretty close to the basket. So you have about a circle or less to work with around the basket. I'm gonna throw a salt. You best believe I'm going for it right now, though. I think that was a little bit short. I played it a little conservative, but still definitely going for it. I think I have a putt. We'll take a 45 footer into a headwind even on this hole any day. That's more of a cross. All right, give it height. If I had given it the height, it would have been there. The line was perfect. Listen to your own advice. Come on. But don't shank it. That's what's happening right now. I'm in the middle of changing my putt, and when I really focus on it, it usually comes out of the hand really clean. But when I just like quickly throw a second shot, it is not dialed in yet, and it usually looks like that. I'm not even gonna try to explain this hole. The T sign has a pretty good description. Another tree pretty much directly in front of the tee pad, making me think. I want to say that's good. All right, you guys. So my camera battery died somewhere in that approach shot. So I'm not sure how many throws or how much talking it got. So I'm gonna pick up on my phone here. This is the perfect time to show you my setup if you haven't seen it. Threw my ginger straight OB, just yanked it, didn't commit to it at all. I was thinking in my head as I was running up, this is a little bit too much disc. Tone down on it, and that's never a good idea. It's always better to just throw the shot, throw the disc that you know you can throw hard and throw like you do every time. I think all of my shots are OB. I slipped really, really bad with my front foot on the second one, so I'm not really counting that one as a miss. It's a really small green, really tough hole, super placement oriented, and if your drive isn't in a good spot, it's probably just not a good idea to go for the green. Here's where my ginger ended up, pretty much where I thought. And here's where my cookie is. I am just for fun gonna play this. That's a wrap. I'm not gonna play my OB shots. I'm too tired. Great course. A lot of really challenging greens and angles like this here on 18. And then a lot of really gettable stuff too, but a lot of danger, a lot of artificial OB and artificial hazard. But can't complain. This place is absolutely beautiful. I shot somewhere around a couple down. If I took a double here on 18, just like because I didn't finish it. I think that would put me 1 or 2 down. So not really having any expectations going into tomorrow, but definitely a few down at worst, hopefully.